So the props you're gonna need for this yoga sequence: a yoga block. So if you don't have one, you can use a pillow, you can use a folded up blanket, a chair, and a yoga strap. So if you don't have a strap, you can use a belt or a towel. So you're gonna start on your back. So we're gonna target the left side. So if you're having issues on your right side, please adjust accordingly. So start by drawing your left knee in toward your chest. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Without lifting your head, slightly tuck your chin in. Close your eyes. So as you inhale, hug your left knee a little closer to you. After you inhale, push your head down. And as you exhale, push your right heel away from your face. Take a breath. And take another breath. From here, use your right hand to cross your left knee slightly over, aiming for your right underarm. So releasing that left arm out to the side, palm facing up. Left knee, right underarm. Allow your left foot to relax. So the breathing is going to be the same. As you inhale, draw your left knee a little closer toward your right underarm, doing your best to keep your shoulders soft. After you inhale, push your head down. And as you exhale, push your right heel away. So it's okay if your right foot turned out naturally. Take a breath. And take another breath. Let's come into pigeon, placing your left ankle above your right knee. So start to make it a habit of having your feet very active. One function of that is that it protects the knee. This is really important, especially in pigeon poses. So use your right hand to hug your right knee to your chest, and you have a couple of options for your left hand. You can either use your left hand to move your left knee away from you, or if you prefer the threading the needle version, you can use your left elbow instead. So as you inhale, hug your right knee closer to you. Keep this hug. And as you exhale, you're moving your left knee away from you. Do your best to keep your shoulders soft. And do your best to keep your face soft as well. Take a breath. Take another breath. Keep your left leg where it is. Place your right foot flat. Releasing your arms into a T. And then you're gonna cross your, you're gonna drop your legs to the right until your left foot goes flat. So check in with your left hip and notice if you feel it enough there. If no, Your right hand grabs your left ankle, and then bring that foot closer toward your right hip. So from here, again, using right hand, you're gonna do similar to what you just did, drawing that left knee toward your right underarm. Check in with your face. Do your best to keep it soft. Take a breath. From here, grab the strap. It goes around your left heel. You're gonna lift your left leg only as high as you can keep it straight. So you want one strand in each hand, arms straight, and then extend your right leg onto your mat. So make sure your arms are straight as well, and then keeping your arms straight, you're gonna plug your arms into their sockets. Check in with your neck. If you're feeling any whiplashing, keep your head down, meaning don't lift it, just tuck your chin in. Breathe. As you inhale, move your toes toward your face. Focus more on your right leg, the one that's on your mat. After you inhale again, you're pushing your head down. And then as you exhale, shift your right hip, just the outer part, away from your face. Take a breath. And then placing a block, pillow, or blanket beside but not touching your left hip. And then you're gonna place a strap only in your left hand. Right arm releases out to the right, palm up. And then open your left leg out to the left. So you wanna rest your left thigh on the block. And then your left elbow is on the floor. If your left hand were open, your palm would be facing up. And then lift your head, turn it to the right, rest it down. So you're gazing at your right thumb. Check in with your left inner thigh, adductor. Do you feel a lengthening there enough? If no, you're gonna move your left leg in the direction of your head. The breathing is exactly the same. So as you inhale, push your heels away from your face. And as you exhale, shift that left hip away from your face as well. Take a breath. And take another breath. Lift your head to look up. Right hand grabs the strap. With a straight leg, you're gonna bring your left leg back up. So the strap is only in your right hand and your right arm is straight. So cross your left heel to line up with your right shoulder. Your left thumb goes into your left hip crease. The breathing is exactly the same. As you inhale, move your toes toward you. After you inhale, head pushes down. And as you exhale, shift that left hip away from your face. Check in with your face, make sure it's still soft. Take another breath. So from here, just cross your left leg all the way over your body. So aiming for 3 o'clock until the foot touches the floor. So making sure that your right arm is still straight. If you have the flexibility, you can connect your hand, pinky toe side, or maybe using your peace fingers, your quotation fingers, to wrap around the big toe. So top leg is straight. Use your right leg to readjust so you're more on your right hip. Check in with the back of your right shoulder. Make sure it feels clear. Left arm is out to the left. Head lifts. Turn your head to the left. The breathing is the same. So inhale, move your toes toward your face. Exhale, shift your top hip away from your face. Take a breath. Take another breath. So do your best to keep that top leg straight. Your left hand grabs the strap. Bring your left leg up to the sky. Place the strap off to the side and bend your left leg, keeping that leg bent. Bend your right to match. Right arm reaches over your head, roll to the right. So getting up this way is very important to protect your low back. So as if your head were a bowling ball, as if your legs were tree trunks, especially the top leg, use your hands to carefully make your way upright. And then you're gonna make your way into extended child's pose. So knees as wide as you can tolerate. Arms are straight with your hands at least mat distance. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, keeping your palms and your toes exactly where they are. And then lifting your left leg straight back into 3-legged dog. Make sure that your toes are pointing down first. From your hip joint, turn that leg out. Feel free to lift it higher. And then bend. Your left heel is aiming for your right hip. Lower your right heel. If your heel is already down, raise your right toes. Belly button to the left. Lift your left knee. If you can, your left knee is higher than its hip. Reversing. Inhale, straighten out that leg. Exhale, roll that hip down. Look at the front edge of your mat. You're gonna come into sleeping swan. That's pigeon with the forward bend. So left leg swings forward. In the knee, left edge of your mat. Right knee goes down. You're gonna slide that right leg all the way back as far as you can. Back toes are curled under, but the kneecap is on the mat. And then walk your hands forward, resting your forehead on something. So maybe the mat, maybe your hands, fists, forearms, or you can always use a block if you want to. And then make sure that your front knee is pain-free. So if you're feeling any pain or pressure in your front knee, move the foot back. So do your best. You want to keep your pelvis level to the floor. So another view. Keeping your pelvis level to the floor, forehead down. And then organize your arms in such a way that the tops of your shoulders are broad and unwrinkled. So especially when you're trying to open up your hips, do your best to keep your jaw soft. So as you inhale, you're drawing your knees energetically toward each other. And as you exhale, soften the tops of your shoulders. From here, place your palms beside your chest, pressing yourself upright. You're gonna shift onto your left hip, swing your back leg around, and extend your leg in front of you. So you wanna bend your left leg so your foot is flat, your knee is aiming up. And then, if you can keep your left foot flat, cross it over your right leg, the higher the better. So aim for your right hip. So your left hand goes behind you, and you're on your fingertips, and your fingertips are pointing back. So initially lean slightly forward, and you're aiming to hug your left knee in the crook of your right elbow. And then you're drawing your left knee toward your right underarm again. So you want to feel it, left IT band. As you inhale, push off of your left foot as if you're trying to stand up. And then as you exhale, hug your left knee closer toward your right underarm. Take a breath. And take another breath. Inhale. Exhale, release. Find your way back into extended child's pose, always going at your own pace. So knees as wide as you can tolerate. Hip shift back, arms are straight, hands are at least mat distance. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then with a heavy head, start to walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Look in between your legs. Keep your fingertips on your mat. Make sure your head is very heavy. As if there were a string attached to the middle of your back. As if someone were pulling you up from that string, keep your head heavy as you start to roll yourself upright. Circling your hands up to the sky, look up. As if you were underwater, releasing your arms by your sides, facing forward. Okay, so you're gonna have a seat on a chair. Firmly plant your feet. So you're sitting at the edge. Know that you're not sitting to be comfortable, you're sitting for proper alignment. So another pigeon variation. Left ankle above your right knee. So make sure that your left foot is very active, and then focus on your left hip. So this might be enough for you. If you're not really feeling much in your left hip, your left hand gently pushes the left knee down. Now, only if your lower leg is parallel to the floor and you want more, use both of your hands. You're gonna aim your lower leg toward your chest. If you're here and still want more, your left foot is aiming for the right underarm. And if you still want more, feel free to cradle the left lower leg in the crook of your elbows, palms together. As you inhale, push off of your right foot as if you're trying to stand up. And as you exhale, move your left knee away. So it might be down, it might be forward. Check in with your face, make sure it's soft. Take another breath. So if you've lifted the leg, return it to its original position, ankle above knee. And then pushing off of your right foot creates space in your spine. You're gonna aim your sternum, breastbone, toward your left knee. And then circle your hands back, connect it to the chair anywhere. And then you're gonna start to aim your sternum toward your left knee. As you inhale, lift your tail. And as you exhale, move your left knee down. Make sure that the back of your neck is unwrinkled. Take a breath. And then stay rotated. Just sit up and then unwind. So last pose, placing your left foot down. So you want to create a wide base, and you're going to come into a chair ragdoll. So very carefully fold in half, looking in between your legs. Make sure that your head stays off the floor. And then if you can, your hands connect to the opposite elbow. Make sure that your feet are firmly planted. Make sure that your head is very heavy. Feel free to nod no. Take another breath. Releasing your hands. With a heavy head, use your feet to roll upright. So feel free to stay here on the chair. Firmly plant your feet. Thumbs come to your sternum, breastbone. Feel free to repeat out loud, silently, or not at all. May we be peaceful. May we be happy. May we be loved. Namaste. Thank you for watching. Feel free to share with anyone that you think this would serve. Please leave any comments below. Namaste.